In this video, we're gonna see some case study based questions on circles. Most of the questions are about tangents and its properties. I'll discuss the properties while we are solving the questions. Let us see the first problem now. In the given data, the definition of the tangent is already given. To summarize, any tangent touches the circle at only one point and that point is called point of contact. See the first question, how many tangents can a circle have? There are infinitely many points on a given circle. We can draw a tangent at each one of the points. So, we can draw infinitely many tangents to a circle. Second question, a circle can have how many parallel tangents at the most? We can draw parallel tangents at any two points which are diametrically opposite to each other. So, one can draw only two parallel tangents as shown in the figure. The common point of a tangent to a circle and the circle is called point of contact. And if you see question D, tangents drawn at n points of diameter are definitely parallel to each other. And if you see question number E, line intersecting a circle is called a secant. So the second option is the correct one. But if it is a line segment, it is called chord of the circle. Now let us move on to the second problem. It is said that the figures from A to D may be incomplete. So after completing them, we need to answer the following questions. In the figure A, the two common tangents are already given, which are called the direct common tangents, and we can draw two more tangents as shown in the figure, and these extra tangents are called transverse common tangents. So for a pair of non-intersecting circles, we can draw four common tangents at most. In the figure B, direct common tangents are missing, and let us draw them. Thus we get four common tangents again even in this figure also. The figure C is already complete and we cannot draw any more tangents. So 3 is the total number of common tangents that we can draw for these two circles. For figure D, only one common tangent is possible, which is already drawn at P. And in the figure E, the two concentric circles are given with the same radii and having the same center O1 and O2 as shown in the figure. So which means that they are basically one circle. A circle is upon another circle. Hence we can draw so many common tangents to both the circles. And now you can answer the questions very easily. Observe the diagram given in the third problem very carefully. Two circles with center x and y are touching each other at a point P, and they have common tangents AB and PT, which is the answer for our first question. We know that lengths of tangents drawn from a point are equal. So for the first circle, AT and PT are equal. In the same way, for the second circle, PT and BT are equal. By this we can say that AT is equal to BT, which means T is the midpoint of AB line segment. To find out angle APB, first join AP and BP as shown in the figure. Now I have marked the angles 1, 2, 3 and 4, out of which angle 1 and angle 2 are equal, because triangle ATP is an isosceles triangle. In the same way, angle 3 and 4 are equal because triangle BTP is an isosceles triangle. Now see, in triangle APB, sum of angle A, angle P and angle B is 180 degrees because we know the internal angle summation property in a triangle. Here see carefully, angle P is composed of angle 2 and angle 3. So we can write angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degrees. As angle 1 and 2 are equal and angle 3 and 4 are equal, I can write the above equation as 2 into angle 2 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 by replacing angle 1 and 4 with angle 2 and 3 respectively. So we get the sum of angle 2 and angle 3 as 90 degrees, which means that angle P is right angle. So option 2 is correct. Now we see question number D. AP is a chord, of course, and in question E, triangle APB is a right angle triangle because angle P is 90 degrees, which we have proven earlier. This is the final problem for today's video. Triangle's area is already given as 54 cm square and the radius of the incircle, which is shown in the figure, is given as 3 cm, and also the lengths of BD and DC sides are given as 6 cm and 9 cm respectively. Let us mark E and F points on the triangle where the circle is meeting the sides. And you see BD is a tangent and also FB is a tangent from B point. So BD and FB are equal to each other. Hence we can write FB as 6 cm. In the same way, DC is 9 cm and CE also will be equal to 9 cm. Now let us assume AF as x centimeters. By the same logic, we can get AE also x centimeters. So we can write the side lengths of triangle ABC as shown on the screen. The area is already given as 54 centimeters square, and we can get the area of this triangle ABC by applying Heron's formula also, where S is the semi-perimeter of the triangle and ABC are the side lengths. Here we will be getting S as 15 plus x centimeters. Now substitute the values of S, A, B and C. We can see how the area formula is turning out to be. As the area of triangle ABC is already given, let us equate this to the formula we got just now. As I don't have enough space here, I am doing the calculation separately. After squaring on both sides, cancellations and careful simplifications, we will get the value of x as 3 cm or minus 18 cm. As x is a part of the side length of the triangle, it must be positive. So we take x equals to 3 cm only. Now use this x value to get the side lengths AB as 9 cm and CA as 12 cm. Now let us see the questions. In the first question, area of triangle BOC is asked. I am joining B and O, and also I am joining O and C points. And you can see OD as 3 cm, which is the height of the triangle, and BC 15 cm, which is the base of the triangle, so that you can apply half into base into height formula to get the area of triangle OBC. Answers for the B and C questions are already obtained during our previous calculations. Moving to question D, join AO and also OB and see the base as AB and height as OF and apply area of triangle formula, then we get the second option as the correct answer. In the same way, you can find out the area of triangle AOC, then you will get 18 centimeters as the correct answer. In the next video, we will be discussing some case study problems on probability, and see you in that video.